Welcome guys. Today we are doing our penny savings challenge. Yes, it is Penny Savings Tuesday, guys. And well, this is probably going to be up a little after Tuesday because I was late to the table to record this. So, but I didn't want to miss it. I didn't want to miss out this opportunity to get my penny savings and fulfilled, just for the simple fact that, you know, I am trying to accomplish this challenge, and every, you know, step that I take towards saving toward it, it gets me that closer to it. That's why I didn't want to, you know, push it back another week. But anyways, guys, if that sounds interesting to you, stay tuned. Hey guys, it is Jack, my girl budgeting, and thank you guys for joining my video today. I am working on the penny savings challenge, and basically what I do on my channel is I'm working my way to become debt free. With that, I do fun savings, also budget myself, and fun things within the community to hold myself accountable. Also be motivated, stay motivated, so that I don't live paycheck to paycheck. If that sounds like something you're interested in, please hit that subscribe button and we can get the ball rolling on this challenge, guys. So again, as I am working on this challenge, I've been working on it for the past year. We are getting down to the last nitty-gritty of it all, and on the next penny we are working on is this $21 penny. We have $5.26 that I need to apply to it to complete it, and then we can roll into the next penny. How I do that, guys, you're wondering, how do I put $5 in change? Well, I'm gonna tell you guys how I do it. So basically I collect my change that I've accumulated from the previous week. Sorry guys. And so this is change from the last penny savings that I do, which I do weekly. Anything after, any change I get after that fact of the previous challenge, I bring to the table, and this is what I am going to be applying to this challenge. It fluctuates, it's never the same on my change, so I don't know what I will be fulfilling each penny, but I know for sure the extra added bonus of this challenge is that I incorporate twos. So I bring twos to the picture, and I've been collecting twos for about a year, because I started the twos right around the time I started doing the dollar portion of these pennies. And so I bring $10 to the table, 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10, and with that is how we get more and more, you know, money toward that challenge and to complete each penny. I always start off with my coin first, and then I move into the dollars to see how much we apply to the next penny. Again, like I said, we have 526. I already bring 10 to the table, so we already know that this penny is going to be covered in today's video. And so that's how that rolls. So I do have my calculator to help me along the way. And so I'm going to start at the change portion of this, $5.26. What I'm looking for is 26 cents. So I'll get my quarter and a penny. Let me get my bin out. That goes here. And then from there, so now we have 526 minus 26 equals $5. Okay, so now we're going to still play along with the change that I have and utilize the twos after the fact. Okay, so we're going to see how much I have in quarters. So you have 25, 50, 75, $1.25. So minus $1.25 Okay, that means 375 is left. So we have 10 minus 10. Oh, crap. Okay. 526 minus 26 minus $1.25, 375, right? Was it $1.25, right? Yeah, it was. Okay. So 5 minus $1.25 gives me 375 minus 10 cents, 365. I hope that's right. So we have 5, 10, 15 minus 15 cents, 350 left. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 cents. Minus 9 cents. Leaves a balance of $3.41 that we need to still complete this penny. So I'm going to go ahead and grab $2 and $4. So minus $4 gives me 59 cents over. So that means that this penny is completed. I'm going to color it in. And then we are now going to complete. We've rolled over 59 cents. And now I'm going to add $2, $4, and $6, the remainder of the twos, okay? Minus 6 gives us a total of $6.59 going into this penny, okay? So $6.59 is what we paid, okay? So what I like to sometimes do, just so I don't forget, let's say $6.59 is what we paid. So we are at 21 minus $6.59 equals $14.41 left to complete this penny. Okay, so let me get my lovely bag, and these are where my twos are. So these are all the twos that I've collected so far, and we'll continue to collect until we are done, and I won't count until then. Go ahead and put this away. And so for effect, I like to color in a little bit of my penny. And voila, okay? So that is it, that we're done with that portion. We are complete on this short. Okay. And so from there, we typically try to see how much I have in change to do a roll. I want to say I should have enough to do a nickel roll, which we need $2. So let's see if I have $2. 5, 10, 15. Maybe not. Maybe 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, $1. Okay. Then we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, $1.35. I don't have $2, guys. Okay, so that won't work. Well, we tried. At least we tried, right? So that I'm not even going to attempt the other ones because I know I don't have enough for those. So that is it for them. We are done. That is it. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is we're going to do 526 plus, how much was that? 659 is what we paid on that penny. Yes, plus 659. It gives me a total of 1185. So we have it is 1121, 1185 for penny, and I need to do the $6 on the hop today, so I need to go watch that real quick. Craft and budget with on, and get that savings calculated too. And so that is it for that. Now, you guys, I want to go ahead and be transparent about something. Now, during, I was playing in my head whether or not I was just going to go into the discussion, but I'm feeling a lot better. As some of you may have noticed a couple of videos back, I was not feeling myself. I was just not, whatever. I was just probably, I think I was just having a bad week. And not even so much that I was having a bad week. It was just, I think I was feeling overwhelmed with everything that I do. I work full-time. And I work full-time and I'm a manager at a full-time business. So I do that on a full-time basis, but I also I do work extended hours in the event that I need to work. And of course I have a team under me. And so that takes up a lot of my time. It is, Monday through Friday, but I feel like it really takes over my time. And some of you may know that I'm working my YouTube, I'm working everything that I can to get my business started with Pink Zebra, but also stay dedicated to my budgeting and on YouTube, because I love doing my budget. And so, but also, I work in a business to try to build a business. It's hard. It's sometimes it can be monotonous, sometimes it can be overwhelming, sometimes it can be not fulfilling in the sense that if I don't see progress being made. As much as I'm pushing for it, that is where I start going down on myself. I'm very much an introvert in this fact that I keep to myself. I try not to share too much information, but I also know that this community has always been very supportive and very helpful and very aside from trolls or whatnot, whatever. But as far as sharing my life, yes, we go through these ups and downs. We have life experiences. We live life, and we try to live the best life we can. We try to make the best decisions for us, and so that is where my journey takes me. And so, and also just pushing so hard, because I'm trying to come up with ideas for my budgeting. Mind you, I'm still trying to do a collab. I'm still trying to get other things that I've worked on YouTube to, lay them out there. And then also try to run a business and work full-time. And then also, in between that, I do have a family, and of course my kids are adults, but I do have a granddaughter, and I love her to death, and she is just the most important thing. Family is the most important thing to me. And so anytime I get to be with her, I take full advantage. I drop everything. I try not to be on camera. I try not to be doing anything other than to be with her, because the way I've seen life go, it's life is too short. Life is too short to not live happy, not be happy, and not be with people, you know, that make you happy. And so I don't want to do that the rest of my life. I've had many tragedies in my life, and sometimes I often wondered, you know, why me, you know, and you know, I feel like I can share this with you guys. I can share with you guys the tragedies in my life that sometimes have almost pushed me over the limit and almost have caused me so much pain and so much, you know, and I will tell you guys my story, all my tragedies, and you know, where it's gotten me through this point. I feel like I've always been very strong in my life, and sometimes I feel like I want to give up being so strong, because for the longest time, I mean, I've had my family, I had my parents, and then I lost my parents, and then I lost my family, it seemed. And so I have always had to be very strong for my kids, for myself, and just, I give out that tough love. Okay, so, and with that being said, as some of you know, or you might not know, 2 years ago, I was with somebody, and his name was George, and long story short, he was in a car accident that tragically ended his life. And at the time, we were working things out to be together. Well, he was working things out to try to be back with me. A lot of things that he brought into my life, a lot of chaos, a lot of toxicity in my life, and I'm not a toxic person, and I'm not just saying that. I don't carry baggage. I don't bring baggage to the table. Please don't bring it to me. And that's how I feel in a lot of things, and I try not to have drama, and too much into an introvert to not have. I don't want drama. And so with that loss, of course, I sunk down into a deep depression, and I was getting myself deeper into that depression, because one thing I can say is that yes, me and him we were good at the end of his life, and I will say that if I hadn't given him the chance that I gave him when he was alive, I probably would have felt more guilty if we had not been working it out. We have been working it out. We tried to work it out, and he was trying to work it out, but also he had a lot of demons, and I tried to accept his demons, and for the longest time, it was 10 years that I tried to put up, you know, with a lot of his demons, and he fought those demons as best as he could, and I don't fault him for me loving him. I don't. I did love him, and I had a very strong love for him. At the end of the time, a year before, I started losing that with him. Not to say I didn't love him, I did. But I just my faith was very much in me to, you know, like, you either stick it out or you don't. And I prayed to God, you know, to help me, you know, get through this. And there were many nights I cried, many nights I was angry, many nights I was just frustrated. And so, that being said, it was 2 years ago, and budgeting at that time is when I started. When I started budgeting, that is whenever. And you probably, if you see my first videos, you probably will sense some kind of differences in me at that time, because I was very much in mourning at that time. And what got me out of it, what helped me get out of it, was budgeting. Straight up. I wasn't doing anything with my life other than to work. I would do the same thing, repeat the same day. Everything was always the same, and that became too much for me. that in of itself just became too much for me. And so I started budgeting. And it brought me happiness. It gave me happiness. It gave me friends. I actually can say I have friends in the budgeting community. Although we may not talk, I know that I can email any of them, the ones that are, you know, and I feel like I can reach out to them. Even if it was just, hey, like, hey, you know, even because I'm so much an introvert, I get sunk into myself whenever I get into those moments. So it's really helped me being in this community, because it pushes me to reach out to people and say, hey guys, I'm here, you know, I want to be a part of this, you know, in any way sense of the word I could try. And so this platform has brought me great joy. Aside, you know, my greatest joys were my children. Seeing my grandbaby was one of my greatest joys. And this platform has really been part of that as well. And so with that loss, of course, I went into mourning. I stayed clear of any going out. I got off of social media for the longest time. I think it was probably for a year. I did YouTube, but I did not go into social media. I completely shut off from social media. And then on top of that, I changed careers after I needed a change, and I still feel like I'm not in my career. I'm not at where I want to be. I do good in my career. I do, but I'm not happy in what I do. And this is where I'm getting to the point where I just want to walk away from that career choice and do something with this, with budgeting, whether it's my being zebra, whether it's one of those things that make me happy. That's what I want to do. And so in that, and all this time, I went through my mourning stages. I went through the, you know, the ups and downs and everything. I have slowly decided this year that I'm going to start dating. I've been working on my budget. Not to say I'm completely out of debt or anything like that, but I also think I'm ready to find, you know, someone to love me, someone to be with me, want to be with me, someone to wants to share life, what life we have left together. And I want to put it out there for you guys to let you know that on all this sobby stuff that I just said, I am happy, and I am trying to find my peace in everything that I've gone through. But I also am ready to start dating. So there might be little hints and gestures of things that I might bring to the table. I will say that I am talking to someone after maybe, and we just been talking, but talking to him has really, like, okay, well, I can maybe do this. You know, like I told him, like, dating is a very dangerous game that people play now. It's not the same as it used to be, and there's not very much interaction other than through text or messaging or whatever. And sometimes you get the worst of people, and sometimes you get the craziest of people. But in between that, you hope to find the good people, or that good person who just slides in and probably, you know, hope can rescue the day, right? So I will be talking to you guys more about this. I want to get you guys informed in my life. As an introvert, it's very hard for me to do that, just because I've just always kept a guard up, and it's not so much, it's just been a very big guard that I've always kept up to protect myself, to keep myself from getting hurt, feeling hurt, you know, in any kind of the way. But I also know that maybe in my journey somebody else is going through the same thing, maybe, you know, and maybe they don't know, you know, maybe maybe we make a connection and we're just like, hey, can I reach out to you and ask you, you know, how did you do it, or what are you doing, or, you know, I would love to be a listening ear for that person. And so that's why I'm bringing this to the table, guys, is that you guys might see little changes in me as time goes on. Not to say anything is going on right now, but I am currently talking to a few people, but there's one that's really taking me for a whirlwind right now. So we will see how that goes. I don't know, but I will keep you guys informed. I hope I didn't depress you guys too much into my story. I will eventually tell you about that story one day, and you guys are there for me to support, listen, but also I'm here for you guys to support and listen to you as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you enjoyed my penny savings, and let's go ahead and say our comment for the night is, for this video, is going to be love. Let's just go with love, guys, today. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Much love to you all, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.